Hello everyone and welcome back for a new series that I am doing on this game called Glyde the Dragon Prologue. Before I get in the game, I have a few informations to say because this is crazy. These developers are somewhat crazy in a way that I enjoy. Let me explain. I thought this was a demo, that this would be a short experience. Just a couple of hours, letting you experience the gimmicks of the game, and that to not prepare you, but give you a little bite of what the full game will be when it releases, because Glyde the Dragon, the actual game, is not released. This is a game heavily inspired, I believe, from Spyro the Dragon. You are a dragon in a universe of dragons. You have this little wisp that is following you, akin to the dragonflies in Spyro the Dragon. The mechanics, the gameplay mechanics, seem like a mix of the Dawn of the Dragons mechanics, where you can switch elements and stuff and battle more, and the classic Spyro the Dragon with collecting and the movement, and the resources and stuff like that. So a very cool mix that I enjoy, and the kind of game I've been looking for a while. I did play it already, not to the end. I played a few hours in, and then I realized that this is not a demo. This is a full game. This Glyde the Dragon Prologue is an actual, about 10 hours long game for free. You don't have to pay it. The developers just let you play the whole game for free. And it acts as a demo for the main game that they're working on, because it is going to be the same mechanics, more or less. There's probably going to be a tweak or two by the end, you know. It is going to be a very similar experience, and story-wise, it is going to take place after the prologue, which is this game. So it also, story-wise, is related. So no, it is a whole-ass game that is just free to play. And that is so good. So I had to say it because, please, if you like this kind of game, go get it. It's free. It's literally free, you have no excuses. It's also not very demanding. It's easy to run on the computer. And the graphics, so I can hear some people say, oh wow, the graphics are cartoonish looking. I prefer that. It ages better. It's a style that I do enjoy and that I like. So I'm gonna be making a new game. Because after the couple of hours that I played, I said, you know what, no, I need to stream this. And I stopped playing. And I was looking forward to streaming it because I really, really want to play this game. So this is what I teased at the end of my Patapon playthrough when I came back from my health issues. I'm gonna click on New Game, not on Continue. There will be a cutscene, so I'll let the cutscene play. I did tweak the audio a little bit. The audio will still be, well, too loud or not loud enough in some parts, unfortunately. I did the best I could when I played casually, and the audio is not always balanced. I'm not sure what counts as voices or not, and therefore what got turned down or up or not. But once we are in the game, so out of the main cutscene, once we are in the game, the audio is going to be fine. And there is a lot of yapping in this game, so I will be talking. But there will be a lot of talking, so there will be a lot of listening from me as well. Kind of like what we did with Fire Emblem Warriors, where every now and then I would just sit there and listen to a cutscene for a while. And yeah, it's time to hit new game. This will delete the existing saved game. Yes, I am aware. For the best experience, play with a controller. So it is a controller game, not a keyboard and mouse game. My controller has a Xbox style buttons.
What's up, Wing? Can't keep up?
You wish.
Hey!
It's such a beautiful day today. But something seems off. I'm not sure what, though. Maybe I just worry too much.
Hey, Slowpoke!
Hey!
What's going on?
Below us!
Oh no! He got shot down? What's happening?
Look out, Glyde!
Huh? Huh?
Glyde!
Okay. I will quickly just tab out so there won't be any sound for the time being. I need to have my OBS settings because I need to see.
I'm trying! I can't fly like you!
I could see the light. Hurry!
Almost there!
Okay, I think the game is gonna be about as loud as my voice.
That was close.
I do not think we are going back this way anytime soon.
Maybe a bit
Sheesh,
lower,
we
but
really
that's
did
kind of
provoke
what
that
I.
guy, didn't we?
Maybe you should have taken his advice to not touch his stuff.
True. What is this place? A forest? Here?
You must have traveled underground further than I expected. It's a nice sudden change of scenery, though, is it not?
It sure is. It's also strangely calm here. No corruption, no undead roaming.
Let us not get too comfortable, Glyde. We should investigate the area.
Gonna keep my guard up, just in case. Let's go!
Alright, gameplay is gonna start, so let me just quickly get back. Alright, so yes, the volume seems to be fine. This was a cutscene. So we see some purple stuff, some evil purple stuff, and then a dragon gets shut down, and then Glyde also gets shot by this purple thing and crashes. And then we're... Not what I meant to do. What is the button already? It's that button. And then we emerge from that, it collapses, and he says that we should not have touched some stuff. I don't know how much the two are related, because here he says there's no undead. It looks like in the cutscene, they maybe... I don't know if the cutscene happened way before this, just before this, or after this and we're back in time, because the two seem a little bit unrelated. But yes, so I am Glyde, I'm a dragon, I can jump, I can dash, I can fireball, I can attack with my tail, with my claws, and I can change my elements once I have more elements to play with. I did remap the button, so you will see I'm not necessarily pressing the same button as what's on screens, which means that sometimes I might get a little bit confused. But, yeah. You can already see I'm a dragon. I have my little wisp here, Wing. Wing, just like in Spyro the Dragon, Wing is going to collect the resources when I get close enough. So these little crystals are the resources I can collect. And pretty much by the time I got to this point right here, like just climbing this, is when both me and my boyfriend went and wishlisted the game. We already knew it would be good. I don't blame you if you want to see a bit more before you make your own idea, though. So I'm gonna keep going and hopefully show you more. You know I'm a completionist, you know I'm a collectathonist. I love to collect all of the shinies. So I will go out of my way to collect shinies. Because I can, and I want to. Interesting little bit. His name is Glyde, and guess what? You won't believe it. He can glide. Interestingly enough, you have a jump, a double jump with the wings, and then you can glide if you press jump again. So jump, double jump, glide. And then a third, a flutter, a Spyro type flutter. So jump, double jump, glide, flutter. The movement is crazy in this game. I mean, you're a dragon. Having aerial movement is normal, I guess. It's not the case in a lot of games, which is why I'm pointing it out. The aerial movement in this game is good. So powerful special abilities are key to defeat stronger enemies. You'll notice I do have some special abilities in the right corner, which I'm partially hiding, which is why I mean, it does and it doesn't matter. It's basically just 3 abilities that I can use. It spends some kind of stamina points, and I can regen those, or they regen over time, so... I currently have 3 special abilities, the Fire Fang, the Leap, and the Twister. The abilities with the wing icons can be used when I'm in the air, and they have a unique variant in the air, so it's not just the same thing. And here we have Battle, so you can lock on, kind of like Dark Souls. When I play Souls games or any battle game really, I love to dodge, and there is kind of a dodge. There's a dash which you can use to dodge. But I'm always trying to dodge, and I'll jump because in my head the button is like the dodge roll button. So every now and then you'll see me begin a battle and just jump around for no reason. My brain is not getting over it, even though I've played this game for a few hours. I don't think there's anything else. And so, you know when I said that this game had a lot of yapping? This NPC, I reached this NPC when I played casually. I talked with him. He's gonna allow me to ask questions. I asked one single question, and he just yapped for 2 minutes straight, non-stop. And I said, you know what? I'll come back to this when the full game comes out. I still didn't know it was a separate game back then. I still thought it was just a demo. And then I learned that, oh wait, no, it's not a demo. And I said, you know what? I'll listen to all of his yapping when I'm streaming. So yes, I will listen to all of the yapping from all of the dragons, because... little thing to add on top of it, to top it off, like good movement, good art style, good gameplay, free to play, full game, and fully voice acted. All of the lines, except when you're reading stuff. When you're reading stuff, it's not voice acted. But all of the lines from other characters are fully voice acted. And that's crazy. It's crazy that a free game gives us all of that. This is my interaction button, because the button that they asked me to press is Fireball for me. Alright, yap time.
Whoa! This cannot be. Did you just come out of the collector's lair? Unbelievable!
Well, we barely made it out of there. But yes, I'm alive. I'm exhausted.
And also, did I say that the voice acting doesn't suck? It's actually kind of good voice acting. I'm not the person that will be able to say what is amazing voice acting or not, except in some cases where I'm like, okay, no, the fact that they were able to do that sound means they're good at voice acting, you know? But obviously when a voice acting is really bad, you can feel it, and this sounds pretty natural.
This is truly amazing. I must say, I've only seen a few brave dragons in my life to take that path. Those who made it out alive, they all said they would never do it again. But you, my friend, you came out with a bang! The whole place was shaking. I thought we were done for. I'm Voltras. What do they call you? My brave, weirdly colored friend?
Also, I need to say this because it was such a funny moment. Me and my boyfriend argued over that dragon so much because I looked at this dragon and I said, "This dragon is yellow," and my boyfriend said, "What do you mean it's yellow? It's clearly green." And so we argued for so long about what color is this dragon, and I kept saying yellow and he kept saying green over like that very specific angle, I guess, that we see him. And I said, "You'll see. Once we get out of the text box and we see him in a different angle, you'll agree with me that this guy is yellow." But he would not believe me, and so we decided, you know what? Compromise. He's Grello or Yin, whichever you prefer, Grello or Yin. Until we got out of this little text interaction, that I turned around him a little bit and said, "Oh, you're right, he actually is yellow." So this guy is yellow, by the way.
I'm Glyde. It really wasn't supposed to be this way. I got a bit overconfident and...
Also, he says that we're a weird color. We're also yellow. I guess we're golden, which is not really yellow. It's a bit different. But the craziest is one NPC will say what our color is later, and they don't say golden. I won't spoil it, but I don't agree with what they say.
So confident, in fact, that you have forgotten about your tail. One chalice went down, and the collector noticed us.
Come on, Wing. It was just one thing. I didn't expect this monster to get that angry.
Oh, and very, very Fire Emblem style. I have to manually progress the dialogue. I didn't find any auto pass button like there is in Fire Emblem, but that does mean I can yap in between the different dialogue bits. I'm sorry if it ruins the immersion and the flow a little bit, but I'm a yapper sometimes, so I yap. But the game yaps a lot, so I might try to not yap as much. I'll stop fangirling about over this game. I'll listen.
You have to remember, Glyde, if you are killed, so am I. And I did start to like this form.
I know. I'm sorry. Hey, is that a big dragon fruit tree? Maybe we could rest here.
Oh yes, the collector isn't the one to mess with. Be glad you are alive, and that it hasn't followed you here. You do seem tired. Feel free to rest under our tree whenever you like. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
So you see, there are 3 questions. I only picked one of those when I played the game, and so I don't know what he says for the other 2. But let's start with the Dragon Fruit 3, and you'll see that he yaps.
I haven't noticed anything weird happening with the dragon fruit trees. I'm glad they're fine after what happened. This one also seems fine.
Indeed. It is something I also have been wondering about. Traces of magic remain infused in crystals or certain objects, but not this much. Those trees. There's something else. I don't really know why. Maybe what nature dragons are saying is not a legend after all.
Now, okay. I do have one thing to say. Like I said, the dialogue audio is a little bit up and down sometimes, and I really feel like the mumbling bits are a bit too low. So if you have a bit of difficulty to hear some of the things that he's saying, it's because whenever they're mumbling, it feels like they're also kind of pulling away from the microphone when they record it, and you just lose a lot of the audio on that mumbling. It goes very soft and difficult to hear. Even I turned down the music, and the music is higher than when the sound of his voice when he's mumbling, and I have the voices turned up. So that is maybe the one thing I have to say when it comes to the voices. the range is very wide, and you end up losing some of it at the bottom because it gets drowned by the ambient sounds.
Do you mean the whole Lysindria's roots story?
Yes. Yeah. How else would those trees retain their healing magic, if not linked directly to a powerful primordial?
Dragons in Viridia believe that Lysandrius' very roots connect all the trees. That could also explain how they can thrive in even harshest conditions.
I've never believed such stories, but now, maybe this is the proof. There is no other explanation. Those trees are crucial to our survival. They grow fruits rapidly, and their aura restores our strength. If not for them, I don't know how long we would last.
You don't have to tell me. I love dragon fruits. I'm glad they're still here.
I also noticed that Glyde and Wing's voices are louder naturally than the other NPCs.
I admit, I would have expected a Tyrion to come up with some invention to save us from all this, but we haven't heard anything about him for a long time. Well, anyway, like I mentioned before, feel free to rest under our tree whenever you like. It will heal your wounds and make sure you are ready for the journey ahead.
Thanks. I will definitely help myself to some dragon fruits.
Anything else?
So, about the passage. Not sure if you'd ever need it, but it kinda collapsed.
Don't worry, I would never ever step in there. I like my life, and I'm not a fool. In fact, it makes me feel even safer. Knowing that the collector won't be able to get me. I'm sure you've had your reasons to pass through there, though. I admire your bravery. Glad you are all in one piece, and you didn't become a part of its collection.
Part of the collection?
Well, the rumor is that the collector doesn't only hoard treasure. Among all the gold, crystals, and trinkets is also crafts effigies from the bones of its victims.
I've never heard this one before. I definitely wouldn't want to become one of those.
Yes, yeah. Well, it's a rumor, as I've said. Might be a local one, or maybe it is true. I would never know. I've never been there.
Now that I think about it, I might have spotted some dragon bones lying around.
I haven't seen any. Hey, stop that, Wing. You're just messing with me now.
Let's not dwell on this too much. You are here all in one piece. The collector is in its lair. And that is all that matters. We are safe.
Thanks for that. Now I'm going to have nightmares. I'll better go and hide under that tree for a bit.
Anything else?
So, this area, is it safe?
We have been stuck here for months. It almost feels like a new home at this point. One exit blocked off by the collector's lair, another by this force field. They're good at keeping things out. And keeping things in, it seems.
Can't you just turn them off?
Well, those big crystals, they react to magic. And our magic is gone. Even if there is a bit left in our bodies, it seems it's not strong enough. Can't even weaponize it.
I suppose no one really planned for the magic to just go away like that.
I'm not surprised. Why would we ever think about it if nothing like this has ever happened before? We were born with magic. There was no way to lose it.
It certainly has something to do with the corruption. Do you remember when you lost your magic?
Indeed. It was not long after the explosion happened. This purple bolt was flying towards me. I tried to hide behind a rock. The thing just phased through and hit me. Then, after I woke up, I wanted to fly out of here, but I just feel so heavy. My wings can't lift me up. Of course, my spark is gone.
Interesting. Same symptoms here. Minus the element part. It seems to have changed something in me. I can't fly anymore, but I can feel the elements. I never was able to in the past.
Ah, so you are elementless. That would explain those weird scales.
We don't really know much more though, like how exactly Glyde was affected. But we think the fact that he was different before did play the part.
Hopefully it's nothing bad. For now, as long as I'm able to, I will help whoever I can.
Spoken like a true selfless hero. I do have a good feeling about you, Glyde. Please, rest up and stay safe on your journey. Anything else?
Alright, so the Yap Fest is over.
Thanks for welcoming us, Voltraz.
Feel free to check out those big crystals when you can. Maybe you can turn that force field off somehow. May Tyrion's spark never fade.
Alright, so what did we learn? We learned about these trees. So those are dragon fruit trees. They are main source of food in the Dragon Kingdom because they provide these fruits that the dragons eat. I say main source, it's not the main source. It is one of the main sources. These trees also provide healing magic, so standing beside them heals the dragons. And somehow is the only place where Glyde can actually sleep. Which is the checkpoint. So those trees are the checkpoints. We also learned a bit more about this collector thingy. So basically it's a legend to spook children, but also actually dangerous. And they're happy about the fact that it collapsed. And we got to learn a bit more about what happened in this world. So I had pieced some info together when I played, but I did not do this last piece of dialogue. So I didn't have these specific informations. It's interesting. So I guess the cutscene that we saw at the beginning happened just before the gameplay part, just before the game started. Let me just be paranoid a moment and make sure that I unmuted, because I don't know why my brain went, hey, maybe you didn't unmute, but I did. So, sorry about that. So, yeah, so the cutscene happened probably just, well, no, a little bit before the beginning of the game. And then as they traveled, they saw undead, they went through the collector's lair, and now they're here where they meet these dragons. Most, or actually all the other dragons are elemental. It seems like Glyde is the only dragon not to have an element, funny enough. And so all of the dragons that were hit lost their magic. This is the part that I had pieced together, that the dragons didn't have magic anymore, but I didn't have more details on that. So they barely have enough magic to keep their elemental effects showing up. By the way, how cool is that dragon, which now that it's kind of night looks green again, but you could see in the cutscene, like you could see in the cutscene when the light hit him that he's definitely yellow. But yes, these electric dragons are looking crazy beautiful. I love all of the elemental designs that I've seen so far. They are all so good. And all of the dragon's design, because this dragon has a design, and then look at this dragon, it has a different design. It's not all of the dragons that have a unique design. Some of the designs will repeat, but there is a variety, and that's cool. Let's talk to Zarios and begin our second Gap Fest.
Ha! Newcomer! Finally, a new face! It's so good to finally speak to someone that's not Voltraz.
I'm glad I could bring some variety to your life. Do you guys not like each other?
I'm just pulling your tail. Me and Voltraz are best buds. I'm Zarios. It's good to meet you, Glyde. And yes, I did hear your name when you were talking over there. It was hard not to hear that conversation.
It did last a while.
I guess it's normal for Voltraz to be this excited. Anyway, you know what's up with those big crystals?
Well, to put it simply, they are big magical switches that activate crystals further down. Once all three are active, the big crystal in the middle will come up and the force field should disappear. In theory. But of course, the only problem we have is that we have no magic to activate them.
Interesting. Maybe I can try and figure it out.
Of course. Be my guest. Try all you like. We have only been stuck here for months with no luck. Even if you somehow manage to activate one, there will still be 2 more left. Good luck with that.
Thanks. I like my odds in this challenge.
Okay, that one was not a yap fest. Cool. It glows.
Even if you managed, I must admit, this place isn't that bad. There is no corruption here. The undead aren't bothering us much. But then we have Voltraz.
Well, I think they all have a second dialogue, right?
Even if you manage to take this force field down...
Maybe it would be smarter to stay. Yeah, I think they have a second dialogue. Maybe not Voltraz because of the multiple choices, but I will try.
Hi, Voltraz. Thanks for looking after us.
Don't mention it. We need to stick together in those dire times. Anything else I can help you with?
Thanks for welcoming us, Voltraz.
Feel free to check out those big crystals when you can. Maybe you could turn that force field off somehow.
Now,
Tyrion's...
yeah, I know we have a compendium. I want to see if there is anything in the compendium already. No. No. I don't know what the training room 3% thing is. Main level 0%. Oh! There's different things to do in the training room? Okay, I might try that at the very end of the stream when I'm done with the game. Not this stream, but like the streams in general when I'm done with the game. I might go in the training room a bit. Abilities. So we have our abilities. And then we have the different... This is kind of spoiling the different elements. Although we have them on screen, so I guess the game is really spoiling it. And then collectibles. We have boxes, greater crystals. Okay, there's a lot of stuff I don't really... Oh. Collecting compendium entries of various enemies will allow you to practice against those enemies in the training rooms. Interesting. Survive challenges. Barrels and boxes. I destroyed 21 out of 426. It keeps track... No, oh, those are greater crystals. It keeps tracks of all of the... Oh, interesting. So dragon eggs, treasure chests, armor pieces, bestiary entries, character entries, elements unlocked, corrupted dragons healed, corrupted areas restored, minor corruption cleansed, bosses vanquished, training dummies unlocked. So I have 1 out of 16. Okay. And elemental arenas completed. So this is basically what is keeping track of the 100% of this game. I'm gonna try and do it. I'm gonna try and 100% it on stream, and then maybe see what I can do with the training room, if there is anything to do with it. I'm gonna grab these. So, out of curiosity, if I go back to the compendium, to the collectibles, I'm now at 24, yes. Okay, break all of the boxes is one of the ways of getting percentage on this game. Interesting. I actually didn't think the boxes mattered. See, I tried to dodge and that's what happened. Again. That is a dodge button. And the combat is so good too. Ooh, that's a greater crystal. This is another one of those like open world-ish collectibles thingies that there's always something to do somewhere, meaning that it basically is ADHD the game. Give me your crystals. So I will get distracted by everything. Some enemies will drop meat, which is a way to heal. It is food, it is good. You eat it.
What a design. Now, how do I open this thing?
Hey, what's going on here? He looks a bit suspicious.
He does look like a sly character.
Oh, hey pal. You wouldn't happen to know a nature dragon from around here, would you?
No, not really. We just arrived here. Why?
Well, that's no good. You see, I need to open this lock, but whoever designed this thing did a really good job. The pressure plate requires the power of nature to disengage the lock. Not even Benji can hack it. Benji is my spirit, and I'm Cooper, thief extraordinaire.
Glyde and Wing. Good to meet you.
Likewise. Benji's got a good plan to bust into the vault. He's kind of the brains of the operation. You interested in liberating some loot?
So who are you exactly? Why are you trying to break into this vault?
Well, I am something of a master thief. Things like guards and blocks don't tend to slow me down, until now. While yes, the loot in that chest is rather shiny, I'm more interested in cracking the safe than what's inside, if you get my meaning.
So if not the treasure, are you trying to break in just for satisfaction?
Given the current state of our world, whatever is in that vault probably wouldn't be very useful to me anyway. So yes, I'm more after the lock itself than the treasure. I gotta get into this vault to prove that no lock can stand against me. But since we all have lost our magic here, I may have met my match.
Also, notice how he's also a thunder dragon, but he's black instead of being yellow like the other two. I like the variety. This is, I believe, I mean, all of the characters are unique, but I don't think I've seen this design on another lightning dragon. So I'm pretty sure this is a very unique design for this character, and I love it. I love Cooper. Thank you, Cerebot, for banning the spammers.
So you need magic to get through, right? Maybe I could figure something out.
Well, unless you've got some nature magic under your wings, I doubt we're getting in. But sure, give it a go. In fact, I might have the perfect plan. What else do you need to know, pal?
What's the plan?
I like your confidence. How about you join our crew for this job?
I'm listening.
I'll stand here and protect the vault, so no one gets in before us, while you go find something, or someone, who can activate this pressure plate. Once we open the vault, you get the loot that's inside, and I get the satisfaction of defeating this lock. How does that sound?
Perfect, I love you.
Phew. I was expecting something worse for some reason. This might be fun.
I'm in. Let's do this.
One more thing. If this works, maybe, just maybe, you can tag along for a real heist. I've got my eyes on the secret archives of Iceguard. Imagine that. You and me, back to back. Doesn't that sound fun?
That sounds gay as hell. Count me in.
Maybe let's focus on opening this vault first.
I mean, okay. Imagine these two dragons back to back, or the way we would back to back. It would basically be butt to butt. So just like rubbing their butts against each other. Which is why I said it sounds gay as hell. And then you know me, I'm all for gay.
Glyde is right. Let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet.
I tell you, Glyde, it's gonna be a real pleasure robbing those archives.
I'm sure it will. Anyway, gotta go.
What else do you need to know, pal?
This isn't your first vault, is it? What else have you done in the past?
It says, anyway, gotta go, and then ask another question because I'm the player.
Benji and I have pulled a heist in every region.
You seem to be pretty good at this. Have you never been caught?
Few times. Terra Domain was probably the worst, but I always managed to find my way out. Sly as a raccoon, you could say.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Why did it take me to Sly as a raccoon to understand that he's a reference to Sly Cooper? Well, he's a reference to Sly Cooper. Who would have thunk it? Not me, apparently.
I'm aiming for the old archives in Iceguard next. Stories say there's an invaluable ancient relic there, and it's well guarded.
Scholars in Iceguard do have their secrets. Why do you need this relic?
I'm wondering the same.
I have a whole vault filled with trophies. I'd rather give away the loot to someone in need. And you look like someone who needs it. The honor, the challenge, and the fun comes from breaking in.
I see. So you don't intend to steal the relic? You just want to enter the vault unnoticed?
Unusual for a thief to break in just to see something.
I'm not just a thief. I'm a thief extraordinaire.
Well, I wish you good luck on your quest. Maybe one day we'll meet each other in Iceguard then.
What else do you need to know, pal?
Catch you later, Cooper.
Watch your tail out there.
Yeah, that's not the interact button. Alright, it's this and this. Yeah, so that's the Fire Fang. The leap is this. I think if I'm in the air, it does the same. And then the twister is this one. It's kind of cool. Obviously for small monsters like this, it doesn't really matter much. But in bigger fights, the abilities can be very useful. Wrong button. I want to interact with the A button, but that's the jump button. And you cannot have both on the same... Like, I want contextual interaction that will take A, even if it's
Dragon fruits.
another... bound to another key. That's the word I was looking for. Which I understand is... I mean, it's very much just quality of life. At this point, this game is really good, and it can really just use the proper keys easily. My brain is just a mess. My brain likes its quality of life. Oh yeah, you'll notice I have a score. I'm currently on Dragon score, like style points. And now I'm Sentinel. I don't know what this score is for. I don't remember if I saw the explanation for it somewhere. But it's cool to be stylish, I guess. What was I going for? I have 2 of those crystals. I'm missing one. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there, guys.
Here I go!
Oh, little bunny. So kind of like in Spyro, the small animals are just healing for you. They provide some healing materials, like meat. What time is it? Okay. I guess I won't stop right away. I guess I'll talk with Kaya, and then I might stop after this little section.
This is a bit awkward.
Hey, I'm Glyde, and this is Wing. Is there anything we can help you with?
Oh, hello. I'm Kaya. Nice to meet you. You might actually be just the help I need. Tell me, do you know how to dive underwater?
I dive from time to time. Why?
Well, a few days ago, Zarios and Voltras were messing around with each other, and they accidentally pushed a chest off the ledge right into this pond. The problem is they're both lightning dragons. They hate water, and they refuse to go near the pond. Since I'm the only water dragon around here, I was tasked with retrieving the chest.
The chest seems to still be underwater. What is stopping you from retrieving it?
I tried to convince myself to get in there, but I'm unable to swim.
Huh? What do you mean you can't swim? You're a water dragon. You don't have to worry about breathing underwater or anything.
It's not that I can't swim. I'm just scared of being underwater. It was tough enough before the whole disaster happened, but now with my magic gone, I'm worried I will suddenly drown.
I see. So what do you want me to do? Just dive down and bring the whole chest out?
In the chest we stored some of our crystals. I doubt they will be of any use to us anyway. If you can hold your breath long enough, dive down and open the chest, you can keep the crystals.
That doesn't sound too hard. Are you sure you don't want to return the crystals to the others?
No, really, it's fine. I just don't want them to go to waste and rot forever at the bottom of this pond. You are free to have them.
All right. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. Let's get diving, Wing.
So yes, you can go underwater. There's a air me there, of course. Cannot breathe underwater. Unless you're a water dragon, then you can. That's the chest. I just want to see if there's something else around here. Doesn't seem like it. Alright. There we go.
Hey, Glyde! I will tell you a secret. Water dragons often hide things underwater. If you come across any ponds, lakes, or rivers, it might be worth checking if they hold any treasure.
Interesting. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah. That's a cool tip.
Hey, dragon fruits.
There are indeed dragon fruits here. But I will end this video here for YouTube. So YouTube, that was an introduction to Glyde the Dragon, the game that I will be playing for the next few weeks, I'm guessing. Because I will try to 100% it. I said try. I didn't say I would succeed. So YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this little introduction, this little peek into what Glyde the Dragon is, that it gave you, that it made you want to play this game, and that you will go on Steam and download it for free. Because, little reminder, this whole ass game that has 10 hours of gameplays, fully voice acted, with beautiful graphics and interesting gameplay, is free. What else do you need? So have a good evening, a good day, or a good night, depending on what time it is when you see this. I guess wrong order, but that's fine. And I will see you in a few days for the next video. Alright, bye bye YouTube.